What's up everyone, in this tutorial I'll be teaching you how to create an outline glow effect in Adobe Premiere Pro. So this is what the effect looks like.
We know for top, yeah. Man, I watch my body like the girls in movie trap. Classy.
Alright, so to begin, you have to select the clip you want to add an outline glow effect to. Then let's review our clip to see the right spot. So I think I will be adding the effect to this segment of the video. I think I like it more. It's going to be much more pronounced around this area. Okay, so let's start. Let's duplicate our clip, select the first clip, then go to your effects, go to video effects, stylize, then go to find edges, then drag it on top of your clip. This is the segment we want the effect to apply. So let's add a lumetri color to this. We want to make these edges more pronounced so that our effect will be very visible. So let's increase the contrast, reduce the blacks. All right, the next thing we'll do is to invert our mask so that we can see the edges, our outline. Okay, so our edges now are much more pronounced. So the next thing we will do will be to add a tint effect so that our edges will have a definite color. Select the first layer, add a tint effect. So you can see before it has many colored edges, but we want to make it uniform by adding a tint effect to it. And let's select the white. The white represents the actual edges of our video. So let's make it, we can use any color. If you've been following up in my videos recently, you see I think I prefer this color. It gives it this cool neon glowing like orange look. All right, so we are halfway done. The next thing we want to do is to make I think let's add some glue to it. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, you can adjust these settings to see how it affects your clip. Oh no, I don't want it to be too much. I don't want the glow area to be too much. I think this is okay for me. I think I could go with this. Oh, let's add a Gaussian blur. A blur and sharpen Gaussian blur. And you know what, let's do without a Gaussian blur. But if your edges are too sharp and you want to soften it, you can use the Gaussian blur to soften it out so it doesn't look too sharp. Maybe we can leave it like this though. All right, so this is what our video looks like now. The next thing we will do is to select our clip, then go to the opacity and change the blend mode, because now all we see is black solid colors, then glowing edges. We only want to see these edges. That's why we're heading over to the blend mode and change the blending mode to screen. Wonderful. Whenever you select screen blending mode, it makes the black areas transparent and the white areas much visible, and here the light areas are this glowing edge. So with this now we can now go further and do our animation. Remember we said we only want it to apply here, that we only want the edges to glow here. So one of the things you will do, we'll start by going to the motion, then click on the motion, move the anchor point. This is going to help your animation. Move the anchor point to the center of where you want your effect to happen. That's the center of attraction of the effect, so which happens to be here. What this will do is it will help you so that when you are scaling, you see it's only scaling that particular area. But let's say your anchor point we are to be, let me move back. Let's say my anchor point we are to be here. If I scale, you see it's scaling the video out of proportion, and therefore my effect is not going to look so cool. So let's reverse it and move our anchor point to the middle of the center of attraction. Okay, so let's walk now. So once we get here, we'll add keyframe, a scale toggle animation. We'll add keyframe here, then we'll move a little bit and add another keyframe. So this is what it looks like now. Let me scale in. Let me move out a bit. All right, so this is what it looks like now. The next thing I will do will be to add opacity. You understand? To change the opacity, we only want the effect to start around here and end around here. Now what we want to do is go to here, then in the opacity, bring it down, then move a bit further to where you want it to start scaling, then bring your opacity to that place, then go to where you want your effect to end, let's say here, and bring it down. So if I play it now, see what I get. You can see it's already looking very, very cool now. Remember what I told you prior to now, I'm saying it again. Any effect can be used as a transition. Transition is an effect that happens between two clips. So if you want to use this same effect as a transition, let's say you want to transition from this clip to this clip, all you want to do is select where you want the effect to start in this particular clip, then bring it to the point where you want the transition to happen. So one of the things I will do is I'm going to delete this keyframe, guys. I will delete this keyframe. Let's say I want the transition to happen around here. What I will do is I will start by trimming the video accordingly where I want it to apply. Then I would let me next this clip, then duplicate it. This effect can work whether or not you next your clip. I'm just choosing to next it. And by the way, what nexting does is like it's creating a sequence and putting your clip inside that same sequence. So let's duplicate our clip. So right now we've already created the effect. We don't have to create it all over. So what I will do is, first of all, let me select all these effects I've already added here. Hold Ctrl to select multiple effects, right click, copy it, then go over to the clip you want it pasted, then paste it there. Okay, so we can see how it's already looking like. And next thing we'll do is to go to the opacity, then change the blending mode to screen. Wonderful. I'm going to select the motion, then drag this anchor point to the middle. That's the middle of the center of attraction, which happens to be this Cybertruck. By the way, guys, this is my dream car. I pray I make a whole lot of money to buy it now that I love it so much before it gets outdated. All right, guys. So the next thing you do is to scale it up. Yeah, from here is good. In our formal video, the effect was going up. So to make it a complete transition is just a simple brain work. Since it's going out in our previous video, it will make much sense if it's coming in this video, so it will look like a proper transition, because both of them can't be going out. It's not going to make sense. So since this one is scaling up, this one will be scaling down. So I will come to the beginning and add a keyframe, then I will go to where I want it to end and add another keyframe. That is, if I reset this, it's going to add a keyframe to the video. So let me just reset it. Right now I'm going to ease it in. Yeah, I'm going to ease it in. So the next thing we'll do, let me see. Okay, the next thing we'll do now will be to create an opacity keyframe. I like doing my opacity keyframe here and not here, because I can see it clearly here. So let me bring this down. And by the way, if you want to add some curves to your keyframe, just hold Ctrl and click on it. It's going to make it much more smoother. All right, so let's first play it and see what it looks like. Beautiful. So next thing we can do is to drag this and to extend this one so it doesn't look very sharp and abrupt. Let's play it now. Oh wow, guys, it's already looking very, very beautiful. So another thing you can do Another thing you can do, this one now is personal preference. Like I told you, I don't want our tutorial to be do this, or like a rules of do's and don'ts, add this number, add this value. I want it to be very, very interactive, and like I want it to be a creative process. Know the reasons why you are doing what you are doing, and not just do this and do that. So the next thing I think I would do is to mask this effect. I think this area is good, but for this area I'm not really good with it. The effect is just all over the place. So what I would do is to add a masking effect. Select this clip, then mask the areas you want these effects to be applied to. Let me say, for me, I think this area is good. Let me bring this in, then bring this down. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, and the next thing we can do is to feather the effect. So right now, let me show you before and after. Before, oh, not here. Let me delete the mask. So before, you can see the effect is all over the place. This is supposed to be a black bar in our video, but the effect has affected everything. So let me Ctrl Z. Now you can see it is more controlled. So this is the effect, guys. Beautiful. You see, it's now working as a very cool transition for us. So that's it, guys, for this tutorial. Play with it and you keep on creating more fun stuff out from the video. Let me also show you some video effects and transitions. I've used this particular outline effect to create, and some other tips. Beautiful. You can see for this one now, I added the effect on action. It works more when you add it on action, so it will look as if it's the action that is causing the push, like causing the push out. That's why I added it here. Immediately our model Ronaldo here moved his shoulder, so it looks as if the shoulder is driving the effect. So let me play it now. Beautiful. And let me also show you some of my personal work. Here is a plain effect. For this one I used it. Okay, beautiful. You can see how I applied it here as well. I put it on action, so it looks as if it's her hand that is driving the effect. Beautiful. Then I think here, okay, here to move from our model in this location to this next location. So there are no limits to how you can use these, guys, like we said before. So keep on practicing with it, do it often, so it becomes a part of your creative workflow, and you will even get to know some other stuff, better stuff you can do with it. All right, guys, thank you for staying through to the end. Like, subscribe if you haven't already, comment, share with people so that we can keep learning and getting better. And I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.